What's going on today, guys? It's Durno, back at it with another story time. This time, the story time is about me having sex for the first time. I know, kind of cringe, kind of like 2016, but it just popped in my head and I thought I'd do it, right? So this story time starts in the end of freshman summer. I want to say June or late June, maybe early July, around there, right? A few months prior, I had been talking to this girl. I want to name her Polly. Polly tells me she has another friend. And I was like, I bet, because Polly was also talking to one of my good friends, and I didn't really want to mess with that. They had a little thing going on. And so I'm like, I bet, send me her snap. She sends me her snap. Me and, let's say, Ashley start texting. We're texting for, I want to say, a few weeks, maybe even like a month or two, um, into like late June, early July. And we, sent a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So one night, Ashley says, hey, if you're about it, let me slide. And I'm thinking in my head, nah, she ain't gonna do it because this woman lives like 2, 3, maybe even 4 miles away from my house. And out here, I don't know, I just don't think I would walk that far to go fucking have sex. That's just me though, because remember, we're freshman year. No one has cars, at least that I know of freshman year. So she I say I bet slide because I ain't gonna turn that down. It's my first time, right? I'm geeked about it. At this moment in time too, I'm in a party chat with my boys. I'm telling them about it. They're hyping me up. I'm like, boys, I'm about to slay this, right? Later to find out I didn't. But that's a whole nother part of the story. But so I'm freshening up. I'm like, boys, I gotta hop off. I'm gonna go freshen up, right? So I take a shower. I even put on some cologne. I want to say clean up my bedroom a little bit because it wasn't too dirty, but I just want to make sure it was perfect, right? So once I send her my address, she's like, "All right, bet I'll be there in a little bit." And when she slides over, she rode her bike over here too, which I mean that's not very important to the story. That's just a little thing. So she rode her bike over here, and I'm like, all right, bet I'll let you in the side because how my house worked is my house was 2 stories, kind of like a duplex. If you guys know what that means, the bottom floor was an exact mirror of the upstairs, so it had 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a kitchen, and a living room. And I was living downstairs completely alone. My parents just let me have the whole downstairs alone. So I let her in, and we just start. I bring her in my bedroom. We start watching a movie because I had a TV in my bedroom at the time. We just start watching this movie. I don't even know what movie it was. It was a shitty, like, scary Netflix movie. I just thought, scary movie, get her on me even faster, right? And my bitch ass didn't try to make a move though for like a hot 30 minutes. I was kind of afraid. So I didn't make a move, and I think the first move I made was like I just put my hand on her thigh. Nothing too big, right? So once I do that though, we start engaging. Since it was my first time, lasted I want to say like 30 seconds, not even probably. But first time, what can you do? So once I finish up, I'm like, nah, I gotta redeem myself. I'm going back at this, right? So a few minutes later, we start going back at it, right? And I did notice like there was like a little bit of blood the second time. I didn't know what that was. I just kind of disregarded it. But we finish it up, give her the slam pow. And we keep in mind she came over. I want to say like 11, maybe 12. We keep watching movies till almost I want to say 2 a.m. in the morning, and she's like, I got stuff to do in the morning. I should head out. So I'm like, okay, bet. Thinking good night, whatever. Twice in one night, and I'm just going on with it, right? Going on with the night. But right once she leaves, I notice there's blood all over my sheets, my guy, everywhere. Not only that though, there is blood on my hand from what I was doing, and there's blood on me, just everywhere. Something in my head. What the fuck just happened? So I cleaned it up. I text her. I was like, "Hey, there's blood," and she's like, "Oh yeah, I started my period. My bad. I didn't think I would." Something in my head, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like now, my sheets are dirty. I take another shower, hop back on the Xbox party chat with the boys, and I tell them the whole story. They're thinking it's a fucking hoot. They think that shit's hilarious. I'm in my head, I'm like, nah, bro, that was my first time. Like that just kind of ruined it, low key. But I go on with my night. The sheets are all clean, blah blah blah. And me and this girl keep texting back and forth for a little bit. I didn't really want nothing else because that kind of ruined it for me, but she keeps trying a little bit. Nothing ever really did happen. But who knows? maybe next time, maybe there might be a next time. You never know because me and her are still in contact. But you'll see. So that's the end of the story, boys. Hope you have a great time. Hope you love the story time. If you have any tips, just leave them in the comments. And also make sure to slam that like button and subscribe. Hope you have a great rest of your day.